going on. So now, with your permission, I will humble myself and fall into the realm of a husband.
Well, folks, we would, let's see, that is not on, is it? Just not really on.
There we go.
I'm so glad that I have the mic. Can you hear me?
No.
Okay. Is the mic up there?
Yeah, but we haven't done a system check.
We're doing a system check.
Testing. 1, 2. Well, I'm so glad for this microphone. Seeing I don't quite have my voice back yet, it's hard for me to yell anyway when I do have my voice, so it really is nice to have this mic. And we would not have it because we lost the cord after Cruise of Love this year. And so my son Mike ran all the way to Radio Shack, and he and Harvey whipped this up for us. Let's give them a big hand. We always know we're in good hands when we've got Mike and Harvey on the job. Folks, tonight we certainly welcome you out. This is our 9th annual awards night. We started way back in 1989. Well, actually, we really had one before that, back in 80, when we were closing our theater. Could you shut that music off, Mike, up there? Thank you. When we had been open 5 years, at 1975 to 80, and we were closing our theater because the landlord had doubled our rent, and we couldn't see it possible to stay down there, so we thought we'll find a building in Orem. And so we were closing and putting everything in storage, and we had a big, huge awards night, which made the paper. Theron Luke came, and he said it was the greatest show he had ever seen, and he just loved it and reported on our first awards night. So really, this is sort of our 10th awards night. But then after 1980, the community decided to have an awards night, and it was Utah Valley Theater Guild. And so we were in competition with every other theater in the county. And many of our people on this humble little Valley Center stage took and won some of the prizes, the big prizes, and all over the county. So we were really excited and happy for that. Then when the guild no longer was in existence, we thought, gosh, we really need to do this for our people, because we have some great shows out here, and we would like to applaud you for all your time, effort, and talent. And so here we are. Now, at that time, I asked a good friend of mine who had been affiliated with the theater since probably 1977 or 8, something like that. Right, Donna? I'm talking about Donna Payton. And when I first met Donna, she was playing Lucy Mack in The Brothers down in our theater. And so over the years, Donna's done many, many shows. She's been in many shows. She's directed many shows. She's won many awards. She's won many trophies. But I think her very biggest job, and the one we appreciate her for the very most, is she has been our awards chairman for 9 years. And at this time, due to some health problems, Donna is going to be retiring from that job. And so we just want Donna to know how much we love her, how much we appreciate her and all of her help and effort and work over the years, and her cute personality and her humor that you'll see tonight. When some of the awards are given, you're going to really get a chuckle, and that's because of Donna's cute little ideas. And so we want to applaud Donna at this time and thank her from the bottom of our hearts.
Stand up. Stand up. I can't see you.
It's hard for Donna to get up, and so we won't make her get up. But at this time, we'd like to present her with something. We figured all of the time that she has given us, we would like to give her some time in return. And it says, Donna Payton, thanks for the times we've shared. Awards Chairman, 1989-97. Thank you, Donna. At this time, we're happy to introduce our new awards chairman. And wouldn't you know, we got another Donna. Isn't that neat? Donna Schnitz, come on up.
He's my neighbor.
Don't hold it against me, though. Come down.
I'll take this one.
He looks lost. Come back and sit with me. This is our anniversary, so I think he ought to sit with me, don't you? Donna has just done so much for the theater in the past years. She's assisted, directed Possum City last time we did it, about 4.5 years ago. She co-directed or assisted with her daughter Becky when they did the Sleeping Beauty. And she is a detailed person, and I'm so happy to get her. If you would just look around tonight, you can see all of Donna's details. She said, do you mind if I do a little decorating? I said, gosh, no, that's great. And do you mind if I do a little of this and a little of that and a little of this? And so Donna really has left her touches, and we want to welcome her warmly to this new position. Thank you, Donna.
Jody, you said a couple of funny things that you didn't even realize when you said something about you were very grateful to have Mike. And I thought you meant Mike, your son Mike, who got you the mic and who was running the mic. But you were referring...
No, I meant my high.
Oh, you meant that mic? Oh, well, Joyce, and I thought you meant this mic. I also, another named one, I was sitting here, waiting, and until Jody said, she directed with her daughter Becky, and I thought, I didn't know Donna Payton had a daughter Becky. I didn't know she was talking about me. But I caught on after a while. I didn't know you had a daughter Becky. Okay. What we are here tonight for mainly, of course, is to present awards. And you know that because when you were called on the telephone, that's what you were told, and the little sign when you come in says VCP Awards Night, and that is why we are here. But before we get into the actual awards part of everything, I want to be sure that we don't concentrate totally on the people who are getting the awards, whether it's a trophy or a certificate. We should be happy, and the people who are awarded these things should certainly be honored. But we also have to realize that everybody that's here, all the people that I've seen here for many years and some brand new faces, we are all people who have had many rewards. And that includes working with wonderful people. It includes bringing wonderful shows to the community and to the people in the community. And it includes just doing a good job for ourselves, for the pride in ourselves, as well as the cast and the theater that we are representing. So, let's go ahead and get started with the awards. The first presenters are Leslie Stott and Shirley Smithers. Leslie, I think many of you know from the shows that she has been in, and the lady that is with her, you might find hard to believe, but that is her mom, and they are going to be presenting tonight. I'm going to have them stall for 1 minute because I was so worried about Donna's clock that I never got in the back to take out the trophies that I have so carefully hidden in the back room. So if you can stall just a little bit while I get the trophies, I will get them.
Actually, I did have something to say. When we were asked to be the presenters of this award is for the children's Best Actor and Best Actress for Children. And children's theater is actually how I got my start, and my mother also, back in Flint, Michigan. When I was 12 years old, we had a commute, well, actually, I actually didn't plan on saying all this, so I didn't plan a speech, but anyway, in the schools, they had an after-school theater class, and I was recommended out of all the classes that my teacher taught to go and audition for a children's production of Alice in Wonderland.
Well, this is when the Mott Foundation, you've all heard of that on the news lately, right? This is when the Mott Foundation first began with Charles Stewart Mott, and I worked for that program.
Actually, Mom didn't work for it until after I got started, though, so I kind of got her into it. But anyway, I auditioned for Alice in Wonderland, and of course I wanted to be Alice. Oh, I just wanted to be Alice so badly. I auditioned and I got the part of Humpty Dumpty. I was crushed. Humpty Dumpty, they must think I'm fat. And I really was a little chunky, so that just reconfirmed to me that was why. And so, but my mother, I believe, talked to them, and they came and talked to me and said it was because I had such a loud voice that I could project out of the shell, that I was one of the few children that would be able to project my voice out of that shell. So it made me feel a little bit better, but not a whole lot. But anyway, so I was involved with the Mott Foundation till I graduated from high school. So, are we still okay now? Well, where are the...
Right there.
Is it? Okay. I was sure I was going to be able to read this, and I think I can. The nominees for Best Child Actresses are Elizabeth Conrad in A Christmas Carol. All right, Jody would like you to stand at your seat when your name is called. Rebecca Ogden in The Best Christmas Pageant Ever. Elizabeth Sanderson in The Best Christmas Pageant Ever. And Bryn Thomas in The Best Christmas Pageant Ever. The winner is Elizabeth Sanderson in The Best Christmas Pageant Ever. Oh, it looks like we have a tie. And Rebecca Ogden in The Best Christmas Pageant Ever. down for your awards, please? You know, I don't know why they picked us to be first, because I've never done this before, so, oh well.
She's not going to give a speech, but she is saying thank you to everybody. Another big thank you.
Thank you. The nominees for the Best Child Actor are Casey Collier in The Best Christmas Ever, Oak Jeffries in Under Both Flags, Kenny Latimer in The Best Christmas Pageant Ever, not here. Tyler Renstrom in Hotel Frankenstein. We got a tie again. Kenny Latimer in The Best Christmas Pageant Ever, and Casey Collier in The Best Christmas Pageant Ever.
It's my brother's song. Are you saying?
Thank you.
Short and to the point. Well, this year we have a special. This year we have a special cameo award that is presented to a child. I'm sorry, but I cannot read in the dark. Thank you. You're lucky I can read in all of these contacts. Anyway, the special cameo award goes to Kaylee Tucker in A Christmas Carol. I was told that she was absolutely superb and just was very wonderful.
Never dropped the line.
Well,
Well, if she did, it would be.
Sounds like you've had some experience. Congratulations to all the nominees and the winners.
Okay, we had a little shift in the schedule, and I apologize for that, but we had to shift because someone who was singing had to leave a little bit earlier than I had realized. I had told Jody a story the other day over lunch, and she had said, "Would you tell this story at the award ceremony?" And I said, "Okay, I will." As you know, one of the big challenges that faces any theater, any community theater especially, is that of publicity. And we always are trying to get the word out to people that they should come to Valley Center and see the shows. Those of you who are in the shows, of course, know how good they are. All of us here know how good the shows are, but we keep trying to broaden the base of people who come to see the wonderful shows at Valley Center. Well, my husband called me from work the other morning. He said, "What is the name of the show that this theater is doing right now?" I said, "Well, honey, we saw the show. It's called Lend Me Your Meat." He said, "No, it's not." I said, "Yes, it is. Lend Me Your Meat. Remember the kids, the meat stalls?" He said, "Well, I beg to differ with you." I said, "Oh, okay." Well, he had gone on to the internet, which, as we all know, people are saying, can reach so many people so quickly. He got onto the internet that morning to look up movies in Utah County, which at 9 o'clock in the morning, I don't know why he was doing that, but he was. And he never found those, but he did find a place that lists all kinds of activities going on in Utah Valley, from BYU to skating rinks, Utah Valley College, all different places. And in it, he found Valley Center Playhouse. So he was all excited. He thought, this is great. All these people that look in here to see what's going on in Utah Valley will see Valley Center Playhouse. There was only one problem. The way the show was listed on the net was, lend me your mate. Well, he thought, now my husband is someone, I mean, he is all for publicity, but he thought, we do advertise ourselves as a G-rated theater, number one. Number two, this is a particularly bad week, as we all know, with everything that we see on the television and in the newspapers, to have a little typo that reads, lend me your mate. So he wrote a little note back, email, to whoever maintains this service, and said, I can guarantee you the name of the show is Lend Me Your Mink, but if you'd like to check, you may. And he was quite happy to, been quite relieved the next morning when he signed on again and saw that it had actually been changed. So I said, he's always on me because he says, you're a low-tech person in a high-tech world. And I said, yes, you're absolutely right, I am, but I know that when I take my little Scotch tape and my little poster to the Allens, that all the words on that poster are spelled right. So there are advantages, I guess, and disadvantages to the high-tech age. The next presenters that we are going to have are Arlene McGregor and Bert Workman. I think you've probably all seen them in any number of shows as performers. They have also been directors. You have seen them directing, and we're very privileged to have them presenting awards tonight.
All right, I'll read this if you read the winner. All right, we're presenting for the nominees, first of all, for the Best Youth Supporting Actress, and those nominees are Stephanie Gray in A Christmas Carol, Jenny Latimer in The Best Christmas Pageant Ever, and Christy Stone in A Christmas Carol.
The winner is Stephanie Gray, Christmas Carol.
Okay, if you're expecting me to give an impromptu speech, then you must think I'm an actor or something. I don't know why. But one thing I've heard is 3 things in life are hard to do. Kiss a backward-leaning person, climb a forward-leaning fence, or say something clever when you're given an award. So I'll just say thanks.
And next we have the nominees for the Best Youth Supporting Actor, and those nominees are Chad Byron, The Best Christmas Pageant Ever, Robert Gibbons in A Christmas Carol,
Bravo!
Robert Gibbons yet again for Tom Sawyer, and Ben Powell in The Best Christmas Pageant Ever. Open envelope, yes. All in charge.
Robert Gibbons, A Christmas Carol.
like this Playhouse, and I'd like to thank everybody who's been in plays with me and helped me. And I'm just told that I have to thank myself, because then it wouldn't be possible. Thank you, everyone. I really like this Playhouse. You're welcome.
The nominees for Best Youth Actress are Rebecca Hartman, Best Christmas Pageant Ever. Katie Madsen, Tom Sawyer. And Katy Perry, Best Christmas Pageant Ever.
And the winner is Rebecca Hartman, Best Christmas Pageant Ever.
The nominees for Best Youth Actor are Greg Bramwell, Under Both Flags. Stephen Gibbons in Tom Sawyer. Josh Romney, The Courtship of Bronwyn.
And the winner is Greg Bramwell.
I just wanted to tell everybody I got my mission call yesterday. And I'm going to Pennsylvania, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, so I leave March 18th.
Thank you and congratulations to everybody.
We now have our first entertainment for the evening. I first saw this lady in... Where is she? I know Jeannie told me she was going and she was going to put on a costume, but this costume really did change her appearance a whole lot. The first time I saw Jeannie was in Backstage. She played the costumer in that show, for those of you who saw it. Now, we have some absolutely wonderful people that do costumes here, as you will know, and you'll hear many of their names later on. But I will tell you, I must admit that Jeannie was the funniest costumer. No offense to ours, but she was so funny. But I discovered when we were arranging the program that she not only is funny and she not only is a talented actress, but she is also a singer. And she is going to be singing from La Bohème, Musetta's Waltz.
Bravo!
Cuando
for not just such a wonderful number, but also for doing something that fit in so nicely with our Night in Italy theme. Jody, I think we have a whole new set of possibilities here for shows that we might do at Valley Center. Thank you, Jeannie. Thanks so much. In past years, we've done the introduction of judges and thank yous of judges at the very beginning of the program. And I didn't want you to think I'd forgotten you. We just switched things around a little bit because Jeannie's schedule had to be changed. But I would like to thank those people who judged for the theater this year and welcome those who are going to be coming in to judge for us next year. One of my favorite things about coming to judge at Valley Center, besides obviously the shows, is going in this back room and getting the judging forms. Because inevitably what happens is someone goes, there's a reviewer, being reviewed. And I very slowly and methodically, carefully take the form out. And then you see certain people who go and check their makeup at the mirror. There are those people who are reaching for their scripts to check those lines that they just seem to get confused every night. You have the old pros who just, the reviewer's here, no big deal. Then you have those people who obviously aren't familiar with the reviewers or the process who are going, the who? The who? The what? Who? The who? So, and all their friends are jabbing them in the side and telling them to be quiet. So what I'd like to do now is to tell you who those who's are so that you know the people that are going to be reviewing. First of all, let me add my thanks to Charles and Donna Payton for all the work that they have done for Valley Center over the years. And I'd like to add my personal thanks to Donna as well, because obviously trying to take over this kind of a job for someone that has worked so long and so well is a very difficult thing to do. And one of my big worries was that I'd be constantly on the phone with her saying, help. But she handed me, when I went to her home, a whole packet of information, nicely printed out, everything that I ever could possibly need. And I want to thank her for her work and for the graciousness with which she handed over the job to me. Thank you very much. Next, I'd like to thank their friend who has reviewed with them for a number of years, Jeanette Anderson, who has also added much to our reviewing corps. She's a very consistent reviewer and a very good reviewer, and I thank her. Another person I'd like to thank who is not here tonight, but is sort of the fill-in reviewer for me when I wasn't able to review, and that was my husband, who is in Atlanta right now eating an overpriced dinner with people that he doesn't really particularly like, and he assures me that he would much rather be here with us tonight, but he couldn't be here. Those of you who have ever had him review a show of yours before the show opens, I think you will agree, and I'm obviously biased since he's my husband, but Jody will, I'm sure, agree, and Keith as well, that there's nobody that can see a show, figure out what needs to be done, and say it in quite the way that he does. And I'm very grateful to him for that. He amazes me every time he does it, and he's done it so many times. Let me now give the reviewers for next year. We are really very privileged, and I feel privileged and honored to introduce these people to you. We have Ernie and Uni Bramwell, who are shows here know what a wonderful eye he has for theater. You see it in the characters that he brings to the stage, and I'm looking very much forward to working with both of them and to getting to know Uni throughout this year. We already met two of the reviewers, and that is Leslie Stott and her mother Shirley Smithers. You've seen Leslie in many shows, and she assures me that the one who really knows theater in her family is her mom, and so we are very privileged to have them reviewing this year as well. We also will have back reviewing Lynn Bauman. Lynn, I lost you. Are you here? Yeah. Where is she? Lynn has acted, she has directed, acted, she's worked on costumes, she's worked on props, she's worked on probably everything there is to do at Valley Center, and she knows the theater and she knows it well. Another person in that category is Sandy Pratt. Sandy, there she is. Sandy, I know, is in the current show. We had a nice talk one evening about shows that her children were in here at Valley Center, shows my children were in, shows that people were in together, shows her grandchildren were in. So she adds another nice touch to our reviewing corps. We have 3 gentlemen who have agreed to do not full-time reviewing, which the other people have, but fill-in reviewing, and they will do things like, for example, this time when Sandy's in a show, she obviously will not review, the show that she is in, and that might happen for Ernie and Leslie as well. Or in some of the shows that are double and triple cast, they will help us to be sure that we try to get as many of the people in the cast reviewed as we possibly can. And that's not something I like to do very much. I like to have people who review full-time because I think you have a certain feel for what the theater is doing and you keep aware and you know. But these 3 particular people who I refer to as, in one sense, the 3 Musketeers, my husband Jim, Harvey Taylor, over in the corner here, who also has worked in many shows at Valley Center. Harvey, I do recall that the very first show my daughter was in, when she was a freshman in high school, you were in.
That's
She's
correct.
now a senior in college, which is testament to the fact that
I have gray hair.
No. She has grown and matured, and we have remained the exact same age. So I thought,
okay.
as we
I'm with
both
her.
know, the both of us have. And the 3rd person is Mike Ranstrom, who was our other fill-in reviewer. And I think that's sort of an insulting term, I guess, in a way, because there are not 3 people, I don't think, except these 3, that I would say, could you come in and help us out, and feel that they will do a good job and do what the theater needs. But, the 3 Musketeers and their alter egos, the 3 amigos, who will be here, but in both guises, they come in on their horses and save us many times, and they have in the past, and I know they will continue in the future. So, and I would also like to say to all the people that will be in shows or working on shows, I don't think you can realize the way that I can, and Donna can, and Jody can, that you are truly privileged and fortunate to have these people who are reviewing you and who are helping the theater to improve the quality of the theater and the quality of the performances here as well. Okay, thank you. Okay, our next presenters are Harvey Taylor, whom we've already introduced, and Joyce Gunther, who, again, she's acted, she's directed, she's a wonderful costumer. She also has written shows for the theater. I was lucky to get the agenda typed, and she writes shows as well, and they will be our next presenters.
I think this is the first time that they've had the kitchen help be a presenter.
I didn't add that job to your list. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I just got asked today, so it's not on my resume yet. Do you want me to do the first one? Okay. We have some interesting awards today. We have some awards for whom only one person was nominated, so obviously that person's going to win. But even being nominated is an honor, of course. The nominee for Best Female Cameo Role is Arlene McGregor in The Best Christmas Pageant Ever. And the winner is...
We have a winner!
Oh, this competition, I can't believe I won. Thank you.
right. The nominee for the best male cameo role is Jared Miner in Tom Sawyer. Jared.
We have a winner. Here you go, Jared.
Come and say something clever.
Something clever. Thank you. This is a great honor. Actually, it's a funny story how I actually got into Tom Sawyer. I came in to find out about upcoming auditions, and they were in the middle of auditions. And they asked me to audition, and I was like, okay. And I actually played another role. But I'd like to thank everybody in that show who's here, and Jody, and my director, who's not here. That's her. No. But, wow, there's not much I can say. This is the first thing I've ever gotten for acting, so this is cool. Yeah.
The nominee for Best Senior Actress is Madeline Watkins in Hotel Frankenstein. Let's hear that scream, and he's got beady eyes. Yes!
Well, thank you all. All of you.
The nominees for Best Senior Actor are number 1, Coke Bates in Finders Creeper. Leroy Wilcox in A Christmas Carol. And Leroy Wilcox in Tom Sawyer. And the winner is Leroy Wilcox in A Christmas Carol.
Oh, but he was a clutching, scraping, squeezing, covetous old sinner.
Bah, humbug.
I got the same sort of thing last year. And I told Jody that if I was going to receive a trophy this year, she shouldn't give me a trophy, but just put another date on the one she gave me last year. I really appreciate these Renstrom people. I think, no, I'm not the only one who's done Scrooge for them. They've had 2 other people do Scrooge. Once when my wife and I were in Texas, and I couldn't do Scrooge from there. We had to have another actor do that. And then when I came back, they said that a man lost his voice, so they would double cast that year. And so there were 2 of us played Scrooge that one year. But that's the most fun thing I do. Thanks. Thanks, Jody and Keith, and thanks to all of you who keep coming to support this great institution.
Let's do it again next year, Leroy.
We just want to congratulate all the nominees and winners. You're wonderful.
When we were talking about entertainment for this evening, Jody had said that there were two particular audition numbers that she had seen this year that just blew her away when she saw them, and she was hoping that she could get the people who did them to present them tonight. And as it turned out, they happened to be two young people who are child or I guess actually in the youth category. Is it youth? The first one that will be singing is Deborah Merrill. She is singing from Flower Drum song, I Enjoy Being a Girl. It's up to you. It's up to you.
You're singing, you get it or not?
When I have a brand new hairdo with my eyelashes all in curl, I float as the clouds on air do. I enjoy being a girl. When boys sound cute and funny and my teeth are teeth, they're pearl, I just laugh it up like honey. I enjoy being a girl. I flip when a fella sends me flowers. I drool over dresses made of lace. I talk on the telephone for hours with a pound and half of cream upon my face. I'm strictly a female, and my future I hope will be in the home of a brave and free male who'd enjoy being a guy, having a girl like me.
Thank you very much. The next presenters were supposed to be Joe and Amber Sorensen, but Amber is ill this evening and couldn't be here, but Joe very graciously agreed to come over and do some of the presenting, and I'll be filling in with him to... Those of you who know Joe, he's another one who acts, and he directs, and he does just about everything there is that needs to... Oh, I'll just keep going. Joe's talking to Joe. Who does just about as I'm saying, he does just about everything in the theater. I think she's giving him another job to do. Okay, Joe, you're on.
May I say one thing about Joe?
You may. Uh-oh. We're in trouble now.
Not only is he a great director, but the day I was on my way to the first rehearsal for A Christmas Carol was the same day I should be playing Mark Twain that same evening. And I made a wrong turn, and somebody crashed into my car and broke a little crack in my pelvis. So I couldn't come to the theater that night to do Mark Twain. So I called Jody and explained the situation. Keith said, well, we just have to cancel. I said, no, don't cancel. Get somebody else to read the script. And who did they get? Joe Sorensen. Thanks for filling in for me.
Well, you bet. I looked more like Colonel Sanders than. Okay. The nominees for the Best Character Actress are Marlene Arnold for Shadowbrook Mansion. Donna Belknap for Shadowbrook Mansion. I still have your trophy from last year. Roberta Stevenson for Cruise of Love.
Before I announce the winner, this was a great contingency plan in case Amber couldn't be here. here, and the trophies are over there. Donna and Charles, if you could, or Joyce, if you could turn that around, they're all in a row, and you'll find them. It might take us a minute, but we're going to find them. They're all there. The winner for the award for Best Character Actress goes to Roberta Stevenson.
This really belongs to the chicken.
All right, the nominees for Best Character Actor are John Carter for Christmas Carol, Rick Cockrell for Cruise of Love, Mike Gray for Backstage,
You'll have to accept that.
and Brian Larson for Shadowbrook Manager.
The award for Best Character Actor goes to John Carter.
All right, lad. He doesn't need a mic.
No, I don't need a mic at all. There were always two questions asked of me as the audience was coming out of Christmas Carol. The first question was, is that your real hair? And the other question is, are you really Scottish? So I hope this clears it up for you guys.
Yes, he truly is a really hairy Scottish.
The nominees for Best Supporting Actress are Marlene Arnold in Under Both Flags, Sarah Powell in A Christmas Carol, and Leslie Stott in Cruise of Love.
And the winner is Marlene Arnold for Under Both Flags.
Well, 1997 was probably the worst year of my life, but being here has made it bearable. Thank you.
The nominees for Best Supporting Actor are Eric Bjornsson in A Christmas Carol, Hal Shearer in Mumbo Jumbo, and Eric Smith in Cruise of Love.
And the winner is Eric Bjornsson for A Christmas Carol. And he did inform me he couldn't make it tonight. He has school, and I don't know if there's anybody that is here for him. So I guess just hold on to it.
Give it to the director.
I still
We'll be sure that he gets it. If anybody has any other trophies in their house that people haven't gotten, we'll be sure they get those too. Okay, I had said earlier that we had two young people who would be singing today. You heard the first one. The second one is Tyler Renstrom, and he will be singing from Les Mis, On My Own. He's going to use the mic. Logistical problem, Matt.
Grandma just told him not to mess up. He's a restaurant.
Okay, we cut it at a certain part just so you know. On my own, pretend she's beside me, all alone. I walk with her till morning. Without her, I feel her arms around me. And when I lose my way, I close my eyes and she has found me. In the rain, the pavement shines like silver. All the lights are misty in the river. In the darkness, the trees are full of starlight, and all I see is she and me forever and forever. And I know it's only in my mind that I'm talking to myself and not to her. And although I know she is blind, still I say there's a way for us. I love her, but when the night is over, she is gone. The river's just a river. Without her, my world will go on changing. The trees are barren everywhere, the streets are full of strangers. I love her, but every day I'm learning. All my life I've only been pretending. Without her, without me, her world will go on turning. The world is full of happiness that I have never known. I love her. I love her. I love her, but only on my own.
I have to say that Jody also was directing me here too, because she told me that Tyler is a child. He's not in the youth category yet, so he's only 12 years old. What I would like to do before we go into the next awards is I would like to first thank two people who were so helpful in getting ready for this evening. One of them is Lynn Bauman over there, who was here last night. And the other one is Bruce Conrad, who was also here last night helping to decorate. And he's also the person who is handing out the certificates and finding the people in the audience. And I was supposed to be sure to remind everybody to please look out for Bruce, because he was going to hand you your certificate. And I forgot to do that, and he has still done a wonderful job. I thank both of them. We brought all these decorations, put them in the middle of the floor, and said, boy, these would truly look nice for a night in Italy. And by the time Lynn and Bruce got done with them, they did look nice for a night in Italy, and I thank you very much for that. I would also like to introduce a person who is here from the press, and I hope I have the right name. Is it Teresa Carlton? If I'm wrong, please, please, please tell me. Carlson? Yeah. Carlson. Teresa, you want to stand up? Hey, everybody stand. Teresa, can you tell us the particular paper? I know there's different papers that serve different parts of the valley, but I want everybody to know which particular paper was the one who came and covered us tonight.
Well, I write for the Pleasant Grove Review, but that's part of News Time News. This serves Pleasant Grove, Linden, and also American Fork, and people from Lehigh Trophy. I think we can at least put it in PG and the American Fork.
Super. I know you'll do it.
Put it in all three.
I'll know you do whatever you can.
It should be in this Wednesday paper, unless they have too many other stories to get to.
Right.
But
that's fine. We really very greatly appreciate you here. Okay.
It'll definitely make it. I'm just not sure about this week.
We're pretty good. We'll find it, I guarantee you. Thank you so very much for being here tonight, and she will be taking a picture afterwards of the winners. So that's why she has a little camera that she's all ready. The next presenters will be, which I won't even bother saying a whole lot about them because we know so much already, and we could probably walk all the way to Salt Lake and back before I finished. And that's Jody and Keith Renstrom.
You know, there were so many fine performances given by so many people that it really is an honor to be nominated. And I want you to know that, all of you nominees, that someone else may have had just a simply outstanding performance and beat yours, that does not lessen your excellent performance that you did. And so feel mighty proud that you've been nominated this evening, folks, because it is really a wonderful thing to be nominated. The nominees for Best Lighting and Sound Engineering are Ben Ellis for Hotel Frankenstein, and Kathy Green for Cruise of Love, and Mark Summerell, Dan Smith, and Nicole Calavio, that's right. Thank you, for Under Both Flags. And the winner is...
I'm not going to say anything. The winner is Ben Ellis.
Well, I wasn't in it this year. I was for the past 5 years. It was kind of different being backstage and instead of on stage. It was kind of hard, but they all did a good job, and Thank you. This is wonderful. I love doing it. And I just want to say to everybody in the cast, for those nights that I messed up, it wasn't because of her.
Ben played junior for 4 or 5 years, and then he graduated when he got too large to climb through the fireplace opening. Then he became the lighting and sound person, so we appreciate him. The nominees for Best Lead Actress are Nicole Adams in Cruise of Love, Cheryl Collier in The Best Christmas Pageant Ever, Diane Stanley in Tom Sawyer. The winner is
Cheryl Collier.
for Best Christmas Pageant Ever.
What a fun play this was. It was just a riot. The kids were great. They were so much fun to work with. And I'd like to thank Jody and Arlene for helping me learn how to do a little bit of acting, and also for my son Casey, who coaxed me, we maybe should say begged me to try out, and it was a lot of fun. Thank you.
The nominees for Best Lead Actor are Ernie Bramwell in Best Christmas Pageant, Harvey Taylor in A Christmas Carol, and Burt Workman in Shadowbird Mansion.
And the winner is Burt.
Bravo! Bravo!
Well, I'm really amazed. I think Ernie should have got it. But thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Keith. We have one more group of entertainers this evening. It is Greg and Melanie Renstrom, and they are going to be singing, and this I know is the right title, Two Sparrows in a Hurricane. Do you need a microphone, Melanie?
That'd probably be good, yeah. Kind of keep it quiet, so.
Okay.
This is kind of it's not as much of a theater type song. Jody wanted us to do New York, New York, but it just wasn't going to happen, so. We can do this one. This is more our style. You okay?
I got a chair right here.
Kelly,
Back chair.
there's a bar stool in the kitchen. Could you run with that? There's a chair in here. Well, we've got a bar stool. And
I'm faster.
Good. Yeah, but Greg, I can't get the microphone over here from you. Yeah, I think we're going to have to go here. won't be able to see him, but you'll be able to hear him.
This is kind of a tribute to Mom and Dad on their 32nd anniversary.
That's right, today.
Bravo!
The problem is I'm 38. You do the math.
You could have gotten away with 30.
Actors.
He's 21 and she's barely driving a car. She's got his ring and he's got the key to her heart. It's just a matter of time. They'll spread their wings and fly like two sparrows in a hurricane, trying to find their way with a head full of dreams and faith that can move anything. Why, they've heard it's all uphill, but all they know is how they feel. The world says they'll never make it. Love says they will. I'm sorry.
Changing my chord.
There's a baby crying, one more on the way. There's a wolf out the door and a big stack of bills they can't pay. The clouds are dark and the wind is high, but they can see the other side.
In a hurricane, trying to find their way, with a head full of dreams and faith that can move anything. They've heard it's all uphill, but all they know is how they feel. The world says they'll never make it. Love says they will. She's 85 and he's barely driving a car. She's got his ring and he's got the key to her heart. It's just a matter of time. They'll spread their wings and fly like two sparrows in a hurricane, trying to find their way with a head full of dreams and faith that can move anything. They've heard it's all uphill, but all they know is how they feel. The world says they'll never make it. Love says they will. The world says they'll never make it. But love says they will. They're not 85, but
remind me never to follow them again. They are just absolutely wonderful. To keep on our romantic note, Jody informs me that they met as young ambassadors at BYU, and we're very grateful to have them here singing for us tonight. Thank you so very much. Okay, the next awards will be presented by myself, and representing the Paytons, Charles Payton.
Thank you. I'm filling in for Jim tonight, since he can't get here from Atlanta, but I wish he could too. No, this is great. All right. The nominees for Best Costumes are Joyce Gunther for Courtship at Crumlin, Jody Renstrom for Under Both Flags, Jody Renstrom, Amber Sorensen, and Joyce Gunther for Christmas Carol.
The award for Best Costumes goes to Joyce Gunther for The Courtship of Bronwyn.
Well, I have to thank Taya for this. She's the one that wrote the play, and it was a myth that was based on Welsh history, and so I said, well, what were they supposed to look like? She goes, I don't know, just make something up. We just kind of made something up. Anyway, we had a good time with it. Thank you.
Good thing she didn't go for it.
The nominees for Best Director are Arlene McGregor for The Best Christmas Pageant Ever, Jody Renstrom for Hotel Frankenstein, and Jody Renstrom for Under Both Flags.
Award for the Best Director goes to Arlene McGregor for Best Christmas Pageant Ever.
My goodness, what an honor. I'm thrilled. When I got into theater about 7 years ago, I think my goal was to be able to direct children's plays. I've probably now directed about maybe 10 in the last couple of years, and I've had a wonderful time. I love children. This year we only had 3 casts, so there were only about 60 kids. It wasn't too bad. It was wonderful, and thanks, kids. All the kids were just incredible. Thanks, everybody.
Now, the nominees for the Best Play for 1997 are The Best Christmas Pageant Ever, A Christmas Carol, and Hotel Frankenstein.
The award for Best Play of 1997 goes to Hotel Frankenstein. Can we have everybody stand up who was in Hotel, who worked on it, who was in the cast, who directed? Stand up, stand up, stand up.
all of the nominees and the winners. And it's been a great night.
Thanks a whole lot, Charles. Whoops. We have one more award to present that will be presented by Jody and Keith. But let me remind you again, when we're finished here, we are going to take a picture for 1, 2, or maybe 3 newspapers. There will be one picture of the people who have won trophies this evening. Okay, the trophy winners. So what I'll ask you to do, and I know this is hard because everybody gets so excited and you want to chat with each other. If you want it, if you need to go home, that's fine. If you'd like to stay around and chat, that's wonderful. But please do it out in the seats so that the people in the center are those people who have the trophies. Bring your trophies with you and gather in the center so that we can get it done as quickly as possible and you can go back to visiting. Okay, let me turn it over to Jody and Keith.
You know, someone asked me not too long ago, "Hey, when are you going to stop doing plays, Jody?" And I said, I really don't know. And I think the thing that has kept us doing plays is the love of the arts and the wonderful people that we have met, such as you tonight, all of you, that are willing to come and share your talents and share your time and your energies and your efforts with the public. Those of you who believe in good, honest, wholesome entertainment and want to be involved in it. And I think that is what has kept us going all these years, is our association and the love of you people. You know, we have had everyone who has ever been anything in theater has crossed our stages. You know, that our fame to claim, like let's say Lynn Frost, for instance, who runs the Provo Theater now. We got Lynn out of college, fresh out of college as a young kid, and he did Barefoot in the Park for us. And then he did The Servant of Two Masters, and he played the lead and directed. And then we had Jane Luke, who directed a lot at Sundance and now is doing a lot for Kingsbury Hall, I understand, a lot of the choreography up there. And Ray Jones, who was the wonderful drama teacher who taught Jane Luke, and all of the wonderful talent in the area because he was at Provo High. And he crossed our stage, and he did Taming of the Shrew, and he did Star Spangled Girl, and he played parts. He was in our town when Jane Luke did a couple of shows for us. So, and even Kent Gilbert. Now, who's heard of Kent Gilbert? Okay, this young, good-looking kid who went to law school was our leading man one year, and we wanted to lay some tile in the foyer down in Provo, and he was in all the, he was at all the rehearsals, and he was very busy doing his thing as the leading man, and I think he wrote some of the articles for the paper, and he even got on his hands and knees and laid the tile in the foyer for us. And then later, when Kent was married, he moved to Japan with his young wife and child. And there, someone came in, he was an attorney, and they said, Kent, you ought to be on these game shows. You're so brilliant. You ought to be on these Japanese game shows. So we got on the game show. And then someone else said, Kent, you should model. Here you are, this good-looking, dark-complected, very tall, slender man, you should model. So he started modeling. Then somebody said, you ought to get in these Japanese soap operas. And pretty soon he did. And pretty soon he got a sitcom. And there were great big signboards in Japan, Kent Gilbert, and T-shirts and everything. And so this is our fame to claim, some of these people who have really gone on to do marvelous things. But the nicest thing of all are those that have met and married here at the theater. You know, that doesn't happen too often, but we had little Michael and Debbie Christiansen sitting here for a little while. They had to leave early. They were one couple that met. He was the lighting boy, and she played the piano, and they got together, and they've been married for quite a few years. Is there anyone else in the audience? Are there anyone else in the audience that met and married from meeting at the theater?
One thing on this, we had Adam and Eve met here and fell in love and got married.
Am I a caster? Am I a caster? No. So anyway, there is one more out there. Joe? Is Joe Sorensen still here?
Yep.
He's hiding in the back. Well, Joe and Amber Sorensen met in our first Tom Sawyer, and I heard all through, I've got to tell this, Joe. I heard all through the rehearsals, he has the most gorgeous blue eyes. So, lo and behold, they got together and they got married, and that's how many years ago, Joe?
It's been, it'll be 11 years this summer.
11 years this summer.
You know, you can all laugh about this, but when I was looking for a wife, and I found Jody, and when I decided to get married and so forth, I says, Jody, if you marry me, your life will never be the same. Well, I didn't realize that when I married her, my life has never been the same.
Thank you, dear. Okay, now, it's an interesting thing, getting back to Joe. Joe has gone from acting, which he was wonderful. He started out, I believe, playing like our Igor in Hotel Frankenstein, but he was a wonderful makeup artist, and he made those warts look so real that people on the way out had to look at him and ask him if they were real. And then Joe went in, from that, he went into directing. And gosh, I think he's directed a lot of shows over the years. I don't know, 5, 6, something like that.
Well, a few more than that.
A few more than that. How many?
Probably more like 16.
More like 16. He probably has done a lot of them somewhere else too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And then Amber, his wife, started out as an actress, but then she got right away heavily involved in costuming because she was really talented in that regard. And then they both took a turn at writing, and he wrote a cute little play called Father's Day, and we did it a few years back. And by the way, we need another one, Joe.
I'm working on it.
He's working on it. And Amber this last year, or 2 years ago, wrote A Christmas Carol. And it was lovely. I think she won the best play last year for her writing for A Christmas Carol. And so for many, many, many years we've known Joe and Amber Sorensen. Amber is ill tonight, not able to make it, but we would like to present our Leroy Wilcox Award to Joe and Amber Sorensen.
Well, this does come as quite a surprise. They don't give you any forewarning when they give out this award, except that, like I say, I did have to run over here tonight because I was just going to stay home with Amber, but Jody caught my arm and said, don't leave because we want you to present something else. And I'm like, okay, whatever. But I guess it was this. I'm presenting this. But I really have enjoyed my time here. I guess I started here, it's been 12 or 13 years ago. It was a long time ago when they had a little theater over by that other playhouse over there in Orem. And so, yeah, it's by the Wienerson kind of out there. And I really enjoyed my time here. And and I really appreciate Jody giving me the opportunity to direct. But it's back in about 1990, we got the opportunity to direct The Importance of Being Earnest, which was my debut show, and it was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun with it, and I kind of, after that show, I kind of lost a little enthusiasm for acting. I really loved directing, and that was kind of what I wanted to do. And so all the plays I did, I ended up having to be in them, because sometimes we have short cast people. And by the way, all you people here, show up for auditions, please. And so I ended up having to play a lot of the parts, and so that's really why I was in plays, other than just directing plays. But I do enjoy acting too, but I really love the directing part. And it's been a lot of fun working with everyone. That made a lot of friends here at the theater, and a lot of people that we'll know forever, and it's been really enjoyable. And it's always fun to come back and do a play, and your old friends show up, and you're like, yeah, all right. And we got a lot of good quality people that show up for our plays, and we really have enjoyed working with a lot of good people in this theater. And I really appreciate this, and I appreciate the Renströms for having that outlet, because if I sit at work and I gotta do something, and it's great to have an outlet. I can come here and boss people around. I hope I don't do that. Actually, they boss me around. They say, Joe, do this. Okay. So it's been a lot of fun, a lot of good years, a lot of good memories. Thank you very much.
I'm known for being pretty ornery at times, and I want to tell you, there's a couple of stories, because both of them are here tonight, and I'm going to tell you what happened. I will not let any man in this theater in shorts. We want him to be dressed like. And so Brother John over here went up in the mountains, and he came down, and before the show started, I saw him sitting over here, and I went, after I made my announcement, I said, John Carter, will you come with me, please? And he just come right out there, and I says, go in that closet and find you a pair of pants and get back. So he did. And then one day, another thing happened here. There's a lot of things happened, but Brother Bromwell, Ernie? No, not Ernie's son. Anyway, we had them in the Civil War show, so I have missed a couple of things, and I come in, here they come on the stage with their hats on, backwards. And you don't do that for old Brother Renström, who was an ex-Marine. And I took him out there in the back out there, and I said, listen, don't you ever come in this theater wearing a hat like that. No soldier would ever wear a hat like that, and you're not going to wear it in this theater. Well, right? I don't hold grudges. And I want you to know that, folks. If I come down on somebody, it's because I want it to be good. And we don't want any fooling around. So anyway, we have a lot of fun things happen here. And when Jody is very nice and kind, and when she can't handle it, she says, Keith, will you take over?
Well, in closing, folks, we just want to remind you that we have a lot of fun shows the rest of the year. Our next audition is Possum City, USA. That fun hillbilly music about Daisy Mae and Little Abner style hillbillies, and we invite you out to that. We also are interested in directors at this time, so if any of you would like to take your wings and try directing, see me after, and see me after. And we really appreciate your all being out. We thank you very much for this evening. We hope you enjoyed it. We thank Donna for this nice evening, and we thank Donna for the last 9. Thank you so much. Good night.
And welcome.
Copy.
got plenty of tea.
Tyler, she said exactly.
Okay. I think that's what I'm talking about. Like, Great, thank you. Don't anybody go? No. Joyce, Cheryl, Greg, Sharon, Stephanie, Ben, John, Roberta, Denise, Elizabeth. Sorry, I don't know all you kid names. I apologize. Rebecca,
Okay, let me interview all of you. This is for Jody and Keith. This is their tape. You got anything to say? There's 30
I
seconds.
forgot my script. Sorry. I have
Anything to
nothing
say to Jody and Keith on their 32nd anniversary? If anyone can stay married for 32 years, can you believe that? Is it the 32? Isn't that what they said?
I'll remember you when I'm rich.
All right. Madeline.
Hi, happy anniversary. Are you taking another picture?
All right. What do you say, Jody and Keith? We move now. Nobody
got us to move. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary!
All right. Leroy, you're on.
It's great to be here tonight.
Yeah. All right. Say to Jody and Keith on their anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
And a Leroy Wilcox Award winner.
I know, what a
You
surprise.
joined the ranks, lad. All right.
Happy anniversary, Jody, Keith.
You ought to be standing. Let me get you and Leroy together. I mean, you've got his award.
That's right.
There you are. There's the Leroy Wilcox Award winner for 1997.
Amazing. That was and you deserve
So you two like working together?
Oh, yeah.
You like working
great.
together? Okay.
Great deal.
Great.
Martin Taylor got this award with you.
I was the first recipient of the Leroy Award.
It's great to work with professional people.
What? You'll invite us back next year, what? Let's do it again. All right.
One more time.
All right. There's our award winner right there. Yep. It's a little movie camera.
Jody, thank you for the statue of the naked man.
Your plastic ostrich.
Yeah, everyone like all of them. Stepping in, helping out, all of them.
You're on, Keith.
Hello, welcome to the Belly Center Playhouse.
Right on, I gotcha.
That isn't it.
These are the new video cameras. They got a 4-color screen. Aren't those fancy?
Oh, they had one in the plate I was in. I went. That's the first time I saw one.
Doesn't that make it easy? Look how light
You see exactly what you're doing.
I had to have, they just came out, this last year, 97, so I had to have the latest toys when I come to video.
There's nothing wrong. I'm going to the gun show next Saturday.
Gotta have the latest toys.
No, I want the old toys.
You want the old toys. Slasher. Little camera so light you can hold it with one hand. It's the latest toy. They just came out in 97.